Okay.
So, yo, what's going on, y'all? This feel good with another episode of Cap and Capital. I got my guy Crypto Wayne with me, all the way on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. Crypto, what's good with you, bro?
What's going on, man? How you doing, man? Just out here chilling. It's about 7:48 Pacific Standard Time out here.
Oh
Just
yeah, for sure.
just hanging back, looking for some justice. You
Big
know
and
what
back being
I'm
boo.
saying?
Big and back being boo. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Trying to
that's
make it happen. Appreciate
uh,
you for having me on there, Mr. Feel Good.
oh, yeah, no problem, man. No problem, man. Anyone who know anything about investment, who's successful at this investment and crypto investing, man, I gotta get them on. So share your input and share to the people how you making your money, how you making your capital gains. So
Hmm.
with that being said, bro, we need to go ahead and talk about what's popping in the crypto markets, man. What you been eyeballing for the past couple of weeks, man?
In the crypto market, I have been eyeballing a few things. Let's start with Jasminecoin. I got in with
Jasmine.
Jasminecoin. It
Okay.
is a part of a decentralized blockchain.
Okay.
Jasminecoin dropped last year in 2020, but I was able to buy in on it when it was 6/10 of a penny, and in 7 days, it went up to 25 cents. So huge turnaround because it opened up on the Japanese market. I'd say approximately about 3 weeks ago. And so my initial investment into Jasminecoin was approximately, I'd say about $1,200, and I ended up making about 10,000 on it in 7 days.
Wow. 10 racks?
10 racks, man. It was great. I happened to look at it and I was like, wow, because it got all the way up to about close to 50 cents. And so I have 32,000 Jasminecoins for a $1,200 investment. And it's something that I've been looking at, but it's Jasmine probably came down by now, maybe 20 cents, maybe a little bit less. Um, but as you can see at its apex,
Mm-hmm.
how high it got. And so that was at the time, I told somebody else about the investment, my cousin, and
Uh,
he called me up and said, "Hey man, we gonna stay in Jasminecoin." He was so excited. Um, but that's just one of them. Also, in you and our conversations, we looked at H bar.
oh yeah, most definitely. H bar
There's
my favorite.
H bar got some movement. So there's a variety of coins out there. I think for our listeners and our viewers, that it's all about digging deep, and you got to get the shovel with this crypto thing because it's so many things buried underneath other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been great. I want the audience to know Feel Good has been my mentor in the crypto world and help guide me through the processes, and understanding different types of crypto, what they mean, how they affect, if they're in blockchain, if they're in gaming, whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
So Feel Good, thank you for that.
Man, no problem, no problem, man. I'm happy that you was able to, man, get some gains off of it so quickly. Even though Jasmine coin wasn't a coin I, told you about, but just for the fact that, like, man, you took those, conversations that we had, and man, you got what you got from it, and able to actually, you know, make some profits from it. And I was just looking at Jasmine coin, man, and it looks it looks like it's gonna break out pretty soon. Jazz. There we go. It looked like it was gonna break out. It hit a all-time high of what, 33 cents, and then kind of a little sell-off. But by looking at these TTM squeeze bars, man, it seems like it's gonna shoot back up. Probably in the next, before the year over with, probably like in the next week or two. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it get back up to the 20 cent level. But man, that's what's up, man. I wish I would have got in when you got in.
You know, the thing about, Jasminecoin, at one point in time, it was up near $5 a coin, and that was
Oh,
just last year. You know,
oh
and
wow.
and you know, these crypto coins are volatile. They
Very
have
volatile, bro.
very volatile.
Oh
So
yeah, look at
yeah, look at
this.
that.
It's like,
Look at the year for Jasmine. Look at where it was.
ooh,
Yeah, right. So now
it's off
imagine,
my screen.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Even the squeeze bar is like, wait a minute, and so uh the thing about these crypto coins is that they, bless you, they
yeah, appreciate
always
it.
have the potential to get back to where they were, whether that's in a positive, whether they, start high, come low, they can get back to there again. It was a reason they were there in the first place. So
Yeah,
we just got to wait for that shift to occur before it gets back to that point. And look at what happened with Shib. Of course, that's the popular thing, right?
of course. Matter of
Shib.
fact, let's look at shit. Let's see
Let's
what
look
it
at it and
said.
see what it's doing today.
Yeah, point zero. It said 48.14. So it's gonna. It's been a little sell off ever since it reached all time highs back in end of October, beginning of November. But still though, I mean that's expected with a coin like shit. Any cryptocurrency is just, man, like you said, it's very volatile, bro. And I think that's what's distasteful to a lot of people when it comes to cryptocurrency, because they're not used to, you know their dollars or money period being worth so much one day and being, the opposite the next. So just like with Bitcoin. And for some reason, it's just human behavior where, you know, 4 or 5 months ago, Bitcoin was like what, 30,000, 40,000, something like that. So
Yes, sir.
people quickly forget that Bitcoin has really doubled in the past 4 to 5 months. But recently it was just 65,000, I want to say a week or two ago. Now it's at 56. Well, we can see
Should
right
be
here.
56, 58,000. I just checked Bitcoin because I got an alert from Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's at
Yeah, Bitcoin
58,000.
58,000. Yes.
And it's looking like it's about to shoot back up to the 60,000 range and over the weekend. I'm expecting from looking at this chart. But it, like I said, like 4 or 5 months ago, it was half the price. So
Mm-hmm.
when people get used to Bitcoin being at all-time highs, or when it runs up so drastically,
Mm-hmm.
they tend to forget that, like, this, you doubled your, if you would have had Bitcoin 4 or 5 months ago, you doubled your money. So whenever it takes a small sell, like a small decline, or when it sell off or correct, whatever you want to call it, like we can't get afraid and want to dump all of our Bitcoins. You just got to ride the wave. And I feel like cryptocurrency is the future. I don't believe people be using Bitcoin as a way of buying things. I feel like Bitcoin is more of an asset, something that you should hold. But at the same time, like a coin like Shiba, it's like 1 quadrillion Shibas around. People don't mind, paying for things with a coin that got that many, that got that much max supply. But um cryptocurrency is the way, most definitely.
It
but
is.
but it's just big institutions and banks and these financial institutions just gonna have to get used to the volatility. It's gonna forever be like this, in my opinion, because it's just not consolidated in the United States. It's a worldwide thing. So what's going on the other side of the planet right now, we don't have no control. So it's a global thing. But yeah, man. But I like it. I like it. I'm glad that you mind making money from it. So what you think is gonna happen by the end of the year? Where you see Bitcoin at? Where you see some of your favorite coins at by the end of the year? You think you're gonna uh you think it's gonna be higher than what it than everything than where it's at right now? Or
I do believe that. Yes, I do believe in the fact that the current landscape of cryptocurrency, I think it's going to take a drastic turn upwards before we close out the year. More companies are scrambling to figure out how to incorporate crypto into their payment process, and even some employers are trying to figure out, hey, how can I pay my employees in Bitcoin? And here's what that
Miami
does.
already on it.
Miami's already, that's right, because the mayor is actually doing that right now in Miami. So the thing is that I see it. What's that right there? That's what we got.
Some scotch.
Some scotch. That's a high end.
Single malt scotch, man.
Yes, sir.
Straight out the bottom, no rocks. But yeah,
I love it, man. I think it's gonna go up. I do. I believe that if you're in crypto right now, I think you're in a safe space. You may see your money dwindling a little bit, but that's okay. For example, I was just talking to the beautiful one, and the thing is that if you put $10 in 15 months ago into SHIB, it had 7 or 8 zeros in front of it. It was a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of a tenth. You would have over $5 to $7 million today. Now just let that sink in. $10 15 months ago, you'd have over $5 million.
That's crazy.
SHIB made people multi-millionaires 5 zeros ago.
Yep.
And I fully expect, again, to reiterate on your question about where is crypto going to be by end of the year. I think the trajectory for crypto is all the way up.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, absolutely. So what you feel about the metaverse, man? Are you one of the people that feel like it's gonna, doom society, where it's gonna just take over mankind, and we're gonna have iRobots walking around, all this stuff? So
the metaverse.
What you feel about what you think about the metaverse, man?
You know what? I'm gonna take you on. Hold on, let me put you on. Let's see. Let me do this for all interested parties. Let me do this right here. Give me 2 seconds.
All right.
Let's see. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The question was about the metaverse and how I feel.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it, man? Do you?
I believe the metaverse is a good thing.
It's a good man. Thank you. I mean, go ahead.
It's not a doomsday. So see, there is some people in society that feel the metaverse is gonna take over. Like I asked somebody a question. I said, if my avatar had sex with another avatar, is that considered cheating? How can that be considered cheating? If I'm in a bar in St. Louis and I see another avatar and we interact, that's not real cheating. That's metaverse.
You're right.
It's not real life. Like you just said. What you just said? You said iRobots, and no, I do believe what it will do is create a subculture of individuals, and I think in years to come, that will be the community where most people operate in. You're going to sell your house in the metaverse. You're going to purchase vehicles. You're going to exchange money. You're going to deposit things at the bank. You're going to network. You're going to do all these things in the metaverse.
Yeah.
But of course, the cons, you're going to strip away socialization. Why, if I have no self-esteem, instead of me getting out there and acquiring social skills, I'll just go to the metaverse.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Yeah.
What I
Wow.
got on the screen right now, Facebook just got a freaky new glove that Vox.com said this glove right here is supposed to transmit feelings, with a sense of feel from the metaverse to real life. And
What?
yes,
It's like Black Mirror.
black exactly. So when you had said, is it considered cheating if your avatar has sex with another avatar in the metaverse? Well, if they do a full body glove like this, where these little sensors can be attached to your Johnson, it might be considered cheating, bro. Cause you getting a
It's an
sensation,
avatar. It's an avatar.
but you getting a sensation through the avatar, man. If you got this glove on,
I don't
if you
know
got
if I would put all those electrons on me. I don't know if I would put all the diodes and all of those things on me. They just look
hey,
dangerous. That look
this just
dangerous.
stage one. This just stage one, bro. Like they might have a chamber where it's like, man, it might be like lasers like beaming on you that can transmit the feelings, or micro lasers, or just it might this just stage one, bro.
The metaverse will create an out of body experience for some people.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that those that already are uncomfortable in society, right? They'll have a heightened sense of purpose, be it spiritual or even physical, in the metaverse. And here's why I say that. Your avatar, you can design it to have a six-pack, broad shoulders, tall, short, whatever you want, perfect complexion, purple, green, whatever. Yep. You can design your wannabe physique in your avatar.
Yeah.
And if you have low self-esteem, you're an anonymous character in amongst billions of people. So in your avatar life, you could be a successful businessman or a dancer or professor.
And get paid from it. Like that's
Right.
what I like to tell people is that, like, man, the metaverse kind of already existed in a way, just without the financial layer on it. Because what do you think Grand Theft Auto is for all the gamers out there? Grand Theft Auto, Sim City, games like that, is you basically living in a fake world. Grand Theft Auto, you got your avatar, you get the not buy clothes with real money, but like in the game, you can dress up your avatar. You got a house, crib, all this stuff. But of course, it's more so like a real game with a storyline. But you got people on YouTube that create little parodies and voiceover skits using Grand Theft Auto, and they making money from that. They took a game and transform that into a side hustle by making YouTube comedy skits and stuff. So shout out to 85 Real Videos. I think that's the channel, man. He used to do a whole bunch of Grand Theft Auto skits, man. They'd be funny as hell too.
But I've seen some of those skits. I sure have.
Yeah, man. Like it's clever. It was very clever how they did that. But of course, I'm down for the metaverse, bro. What I tell people, man, I'm like, don't complain about something that's gonna happen inevitably. Like you ain't gonna stop it. Your little voice is not gonna stop it. So you might well get with it and learn how to make some money off of it, man. Like that's my
apologies. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Nah, you good. You good.
Wouldn't it be amazing to handle conflict resolution in the metaverse versus in the real
world? Yeah.
What?
But it's not gonna be for everyone, though. It's just like for that to take place, we'll be probably in our 70s and 80s by time that like actually happened, because like just think about all the people today that's not even interested in investing into the crypto, who just keeping everything, traditional, old school, conservative, whatever name you want to call it. So is not the entire population gonna be, sucked into this thing. It's just the people that's, somewhat interested. If you work in a job in real life that might want to do metaverse meetings, or you could work through the metaverse, working from home type stuff. So that will prepare people into it. But it's really gonna be our kids and grandkids where what you talking about that I could possibly see, you know, um, just for the fact, man, they more in tune. They more in tune. It's just like, the people today, like the elderly people today, like they don't like computers, don't know anything about computers, want to keep it old school. Um, so yeah, and you're gonna have those type of people when it comes to real life and the metaverse. But hopefully, it solves more problem than it creates. But I just don't. I just wouldn't mess with Facebook version of the metaverse.
Mm.
You know, because just for the simple fact, it's centralized. That's why you got the metaverse called Decentraland. Real crypto investors, people that's in the community, we love decentralization, stripping away stripping away the power from a company to amongst the people. So instead of Mark Zuckerberg having control of what you say, what you post, and what you can do, like it's the decentralized is similar to like open source. It's available for everyone, and not one entity controls what goes on the metaverse. And when people start understanding the importance of centralization and decentralization, um, Facebook ain't gonna really have a chance, in my opinion. They might make it popular for the short term, but for the long term, like I said, for our kids and grandkids, people gonna be on a decentralized network because for the reason I just said. Cause Mark Zuckerberg, my real reptilian man, allegedly, you know, real reptilian.
Yeah, the metaverse is gonna take some time for people to get used to the idea. Of course, in a decentralized metaverse, you gotta have some oversight. That's somewhere if you can. But I do see it as another version of the super information highway.
You familiar
Remember,
with the term Web 3.0?
I am not. No.
Okay, I think you kind of like touching on it without saying exactly what it is, but it's like it's the transformation of the web, like how the best way I can explain it, because if you ask anyone, they're gonna have their own definition for it. But the way I took it and the way I understand is that, like, the first version of web is just simply logging on the old school way, with dial up, looking up
Okay.
looking up information on the web page. That's
Mm-hmm.
like web 1.0. Web 2.0 is responsible for social media, all this interaction, payment systems. Um, you get information from a website, and the website gets information from you through the use of cookies and all this other stuff. So it's kind of like it's a two-way street instead
Okay.
of being like a one-way street or one-dimensional. So now what we talking about now, metaverse being like a decentralized type of application, that's where 3.0 kind of takes over it, where it's like you might as well call it a matrix where everything is kind of like connected, and it just gives it a third dimension to the internet by tapping into reality more so than anything. So um yeah, just look up the term Web 3.0, bro. You in the tech world, you tech savvy, you'll be able to dissect what it really means, and the importance of. So that's something to think about, though.
Web 3.0. Yeah, it's everything is gonna get modified.
I hope not, man.
But it is though, because when the super information highway first came on, I remember reading an article in PC Mag.
Mm-hmm.
It had, it was this highway, it was a blur, but it had all these images of information. And I was like, what's super information highway? Of course, that's high speed internet. When that started, really, and I would say between 98, I mean, first of all, the government has always had high speed information. They've just had that. But when the public got it, high speed internet, nobody had seen speeds like that before. And getting information like that. You know what I'm saying? I go to Google in 99, something come up. You know what I'm saying? And I remembered all that. So what I believe this will do, it'll be the same thing, but it'll be more of it. It'll allow us to become faster at getting information. It will allow us to be in an alternate reality that will create. I think it'll create a lot of millionaires. I do foresee more wealthy people being derived from the metaverse. But I also see on the flip side more socially destructive individuals too. Because what happens if you're rejected in the real world, you're rejected in the alternate world.
That's a good angle. Yeah, that's a good angle, because man, you see the impact of social media already and how it causes a lot of depression and mental health issues already. So yeah, I can actually see that. Like you suck in real life and the metaverse.
And the metaverse, you suck on both sides. Either you're going to, because you can't get at nobody in the metaverse, not yet. But there are hackers and ways that you're gonna have to be on a VPN at all times.
At all times, yeah.
If you're on there, because you're gonna open yourself up to the world, and you're gonna have to have something between you and the world to nap that IP address. So you're gonna have to be on private VPN. For those that won't do it, people be able to track them down. People are gonna be selling people information. Say there's a popular avatar 51657.
Yeah.
And you get a hacker, and everybody falls 51657, and they do not operate with the VPN. Hey, here's her IP. Here's the avatar's IP address. It's being tracked to this location. People will find you like that. And if you suck in both alternate reality and reality, you may be subject to, doing something that like something heinous, or even committing suicide. So I think the metaverse, if people have an understanding of it's what it is, it's not a place where you can go get coddled. I think there's going to be rude awakenings. People are going to come in there with that timid, real world attitude.
Yeah.
And they're going to get eaten alive.
Yep.
You got to be alpha in the metaverse, and I think if you're not alpha in some form, and I'm not just talking about alpha males, I'm talking about females too. If you ain't got somewhat of a backbone, you won't make it in the metaverse. And I don't care how much money you got, because the metaverse is going to eat motherfuckers alive. It will. And I'm sorry for cussing on your show, but I'm just saying. It's going to happen. It is.
Oh wow. I mean, I can see that, man. And once again, that's the people that can survive social media right now do have a little alpha about them. They do have somewhat of a backbone or a clear mind, a focused mind, because they not getting consumed by the technology that they addicted to. They not, but being affected by it like that. So but like you said, it's gonna be some weak links. They're gonna be on the metaverse. They're just gonna fold. They fragile. They're gonna break. So, at what point do you? I mean, like you said, me personally, I don't think it's gonna be modified. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you. The only type of governments that can be applied to a decentralized metaverse is gonna be the technology itself, the
Okay.
the algorithms and stuff. But when
Okay.
you go to a centralized platform, you got humans. you know,
Right.
just like Facebook and Instagram right now, every comment that you write is being pushed through AI algorithm where it dissects certain words, and if you say anything talking about like fat people or joking on the gays or LGBT people, like they gonna flag your comment. And it's like, at what point, like, are you invoking on my freedoms of having free speech? And who what is your like what's the definition of, like, they try to call it hate speech, but you joking on someone, see, like, what they don't understand, like, in our culture we joke on people. you know and not just our culture, it's just American culture, like that's what company is about. So it's like, yeah, at what point, like, what's the definition of hate speech? I mean, if you making threats and talking about killing someone, I understand that it's hate speech. But if you just joking, like, I just don't believe the definition of hate speech should be, relied on what some executives or computer programmers behind the TV or monitor screen, deems what it is, So, um, man, it's interesting though, man. But let's look at some metaverse cryptos for a minute.
Sure.
What
Sure. Let's do that, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and get another appointment,
are you
another engagement. But that's okay though. That's that. What? I saw Hero Coin. You had that pulled up.
Yeah, Hero is fairly new. As you can see, it's not a lot of candle bars on this chart, but Hero is a metaverse token. I like Hero because they have a 3D scanning machine where you stand in this chamber, it scans your whole entire body, and that image will be applied to their metaverse network or
Wow.
technology.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really gonna be the complete
Woo.
mirror of you. And they already did business with I think Disney and another company, I forgot, but uh there's a lot of corporations already having partnerships and doing things behind the scenes already.
Mm.
So I have a lot of Hero tokens. I'm sitting on at least like 4,000. Um
Yeah, I might have to jump in there. What's that? At 11 cents right now.
yep, 11 cents. Yep. This another one, Sandbox. Sandbox is a good one. I wish I would have got in during these times right here
Ooh.
when it was just, a quarter and some change, a couple of quarters and some change. So, oops, it had this spike right here, consolidated spike again. So I'm expecting another consolidation. These bars should start turning, becoming shorter than what they are.
Okay.
So when it gets like about 386, I believe it can get back down to 390, 386, something like that. I buy some Sandbox, but Sandbox is a good metaverse token. And of course, the number one of them all.
Man up.
Yes, sir.
I think I got that's Decentraland, right?
Yep.
Man, what did I buy in on that? I can't let me check my Decentraland while we sitting there because I saw it had went up a couple cents. Um let's see, this is live checking right now. Let's see here. Wow. Okay. Okay. Looking good. Wow. So Decentraland must have. Let's see, I got 400 coins to that. That did okay. Stellar Lumen's looking good.
Absolutely.
Ethereum is still holding. Of course, Jasmine then took a little something, but yeah, Decentraland at $4. I bought in at what is up? I bought in at yeah yeah I'm up 68% overall.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's
68%.
Man, that's lovely, man. Oops.
Oh yeah.
That's lovely. XLM. Man, any day, man, this XLM gonna pop off. All-time high was a 79 cents back in May of this year. Then it dropped dramatically, but
yeah, I'm plus I'm almost about a 10% gained.
Yeah, this Metaverse look like it's about to go up to $5 by the end of the month. Looking at this setup, this spike, consolidated, another spike, consolidated, another spike, consolidation, another spike. So I could see $5 by the end of by the middle of December.
Okay.
It could most definitely be right there. Unless some bad news come out. Some uncertainty.
I think you're right. I'm believing in the process, man.
So
thank you, man, for just having me on the show. I look forward to doing more, man. This is awesome. I'll come with more. With
yeah.
We can take a look at some oil stocks. I mean, look at gas right now. Remember when we 2 years ago we invested in the oil and we pulled out right before COVID hit, and now oil is trading at an all-time high. If you're in oil right now, you are winning the game. We should have stayed in. Even when I look at Whitney
and Terra Resources.
Antero. Did you see Antero? Whitney is at $6 a share.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I had Whitney when it was 79 cents a share. I have 5,000 Whitneys, man.
Bro,
I would have at least, so that would have been 5,000 times 66. 10 is 50,000. If you take that times 10 more, that's 500,000.
Yep.
And so, but you still can only do it by the 6, right? So 10, and that's 50. Then 20 would be 500,000, and then it goes on and up. I think it ends up, had I kept it, looking at the current oil exchange, you figure I had 5,000 times 66, I would have had 330,000 on a $5,000. No, I think I invested less than 5,000. $330,000 I would have. I would have cashed out. I don't think it's gonna go up past $100 per share.
Yeah, I can't see that. No,
I can't see that. I think it's hit its peak. But if the oil is trading general oil, and this is just Whitney, they focus on natural gas. We ain't even talking about the Chevrons and all the big boys. We talking about these smaller, lower ones that deal with fracking and all that.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that gas is high, oil is trading high. So maybe next segment, if I get a chance to come on, if you bless me with an appearance again.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
We can talk oil.
Yeah, man. For those that's watching, man, be I want to put out content for the people on the weekend. So we doing this Friday. Probably get uploaded Saturday. It's not live, just pre-recorded. So gonna get uploaded Saturday, but I want to provide content on the weekend. Then we'll record again on Monday. So provide more content for the week. So no matter what part of the week, I'm gonna try to be on your subscription list somehow, some way. So but yeah, man, you always, welcome back. You Crypto Wayne. You successful. You successful at this investing. And nobody experts. And by the way, nothing that we said should be taken as financial advice. It's all for entertainment. We do not have the licenses to give you advice on what you should do with your money. We just letting you know what happened with our money, and our opinions on things that's gonna, take place in the near future. But with that being said, if you're still tuning in, once again, check the description, the area, follow the links, follow my girl channel, Kitchen Goddess TV. She a chef. She got videos basically teaching you how to make things that you probably can't make, like rice, and other good recipes and stuff, man. But yeah, check her out. Man, you got anything you want to tell the viewers? Any YouTube endeavors or social media handles you want to get out, or talk to them?
Well, right now, just from a perspective, I'll be bringing some NFTs to the conversation soon.
Okay.
For DJ, my record label, myself, my business partner. But that's maybe a few episodes from now. So just doing that, and just right now, again, just like you said to the viewers, thankful for the audience, and thankful to you, Feel Good, for allowing me to come here and express my untrained.
Hey man, we shooting this from the hip, man.
I've been shooting from the hip.
Yeah, we shooting from the hip. These ain't got to be polished.
Right, they don't. See, that's how most people get rich in this game.
Oh yeah.
Because they just shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
As you fire more bullets, the better you become at hitting your target. So
Donald Trump did it the best, man.
Man, didn't he though?
Shooting from the hip.
But he did his job.
The most unqualified president ever, but he did it. Like,
he really did. So again, just thank you for allowing me to have a platform, and as I come back on and be a guest, I have more content to provide. And
you good, man.
Start sharing some numbers,
The conversation,
and I'm willing to spend my money to help people make money.
Oh yeah, bro.
So definitely
help me help you. And speaking on the NFTs, man, that just we could talk about HBAR and some of the projects that a lot of companies are using the Hedera Hashgraph network. They actually have a NFT record label type thing where, all the royalties and residuals will go directly to the artist itself instead of, being funneled through, executive hands and all these different, hands that's, in everybody's pocket, well, in all the artists' pocket, today. So, yeah, man. Yeah, we'll build on it, like you said, a couple of episodes from there, man.
I sure appreciate it. Sure appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, go ahead and handle your business, man. All my viewers, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm your boy Feel Good, Crypto Wayne, and we got this thing. You heard me?
Peace.
Capital.